The way we retouch our image is changing. Clients want their image delivered to them as soon as possible. This is where the Retouch4me comes in. With the Retouch4me, you can retouch faster and get professional looking results and deliver images to your clients as soon as possible. For example, take a look at this image right here. I can remove the blemishes and do the micro dodge and burn in just one click. All I have to do is come to my action, just click on Retouch4me right here. I'm just going to automatically help me remove the blemishes and do the micro dodge and burn. So take a look at the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. In just a few seconds, you can see this image is looking a lot better. And I've partnered with Retouch4me to give away 2 of Retouch4me plugin to 3 of my subscribers for free. First, I'm going to show you how each plugin actually works, from heal to dodge and burn to viral cleanup to color match to fabrics and more, so that you'll be able to choose the 2 plugins you want if you're a winner. And to stand a chance to win, during the course of this video, I'm going to say a code word, and all you have to do is follow Retouch4me on Instagram and comment the code word under this post, and the winner will be picked randomly. And if you're among the winner, I'm going to reach out to you personally and walk you through how you can actually get the Retouch4me and start using it. Let's start my favorite Retouch4me plugin, which is the heal and dodge and burn. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate my background layer by pressing on Command J. So instead of spending 10 to 20 minutes removing the blemishes, all you have to do is come to your filter, come to Retouch4me, and just click on heal right here. I'm just going to remove the blemishes for you automatically. So let's just wait to load. That's finished loading. So if I just zoom in right now, take a look at the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. And you have this sensitivity slider right here. So you can just move the sensitivity slider down if you don't want to remove all the blemishes. But if you want to remove all the blemishes, move the sensitivity slider up like this and just hit on make mask and hit apply right here. Now take a look at the before and after. The before and the after. The before and the after. Now let's say you don't want to remove the whole blemishes, or you want to bring back some of the blemishes. Just add a layer mask to this heal layer. So add the layer mask, pick your normal brush tool, make sure your foreground color is set to black, and you can just paint and bring back any blemishes you want to bring back. So let's say I want to bring back the blemishes on this part right here. All I have to do is just paint on this part and just going to bring back those blemishes right there. So the before and the after. If you want to remove them, switch back to a white brush and just paint on them to remove it. Or you can as well reduce the opacity if you don't want to remove the blemishes entirely. So that's how it works. You have total control over it. Now let's talk about my second favorite, dodge and burn. Dodge and burn helps smooth skin. Now here is how it works. So I'm going to create a stamp visible layer by pressing on Command Option Shift E or Ctrl Shift Alternate E. And come back to filter, come to Retouch4me, and just click on dodge and burn right here. And this will automatically do our micro dodge and burn for us and just help us smoothen out the skin. It has finished loading. Let's see the before and after. Take a look at the image. See the before and the after. The before and the after. You have this blend slider right here. So if you want to reduce the dodge and burn, you can just take the blend down. And if you want to increase the amount of dodge and burn, just take the blend up and you're going to increase the amount. Now that it's on 200, let's see the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. I feel it's looking too much, so I'm going to take it down to about 160. 160 works for me. Also, you have the warmth. You can actually add warmth to the place you do your micro dodge and burn. So just take the warmth up a little bit to add warmth to those areas. Now, see the before and the after. The before and the after. And from here, you can just turn on this soft layer and just click on apply right here. And now to bring back the original image, just come to your blend mode, change it from normal to soft light, like so. Once you change it to soft light, now let's see the before and after. Take a look at the image. See before dodge and burn, after dodge and burn, before and after. If you feel the effect is too much, you can just come to your opacity and just take down the opacity down a little bit to drop the effect. Now let's see our overall before and after of our dodge and burn and our heal. Okay, see the before and the after. The before and the after. Now let's talk about portrait volume. Now portrait volume is like global dodge and burn. You just add depth to the image. Now let me show you how that works. I'm going to create a stamp visible layer by pressing on Command Option Shift E and just come to filter, come to Retouch4me, and just click on portrait volume right here. Now let's just wait for it to load. See the before and the after. The before and the after. You can see just add depth to our image. Also, you can move the blend. So if I take the blends to 200, let's see the effects. See the before and the after. The before and the after. So if you want to increase the effect, you can just move the blend to 200. If you want to decrease the effect, take the blends to about 100. It works. So let's take it to 200 and just click on soft light layer again and click on apply. So you can see the part that it dodged and bumped for us. Now from here, come to blend mode again and change it to soft light. So see the before and the after. The before and the after. Just add depth to our image. Now if you feel it's too much, you can just come to the opacity and just take the opacity down a little bit like so. So let's use 15 or 20. 20 works. The before and the after. It just add depth to our image. I'll explain how different Retouch4me plugin works so you can choose the best tool that works for you just in case you win the giveaway. Alright, now let's talk about background cleanup. So take a look at this background right here. You can see how dirty it is. Instead of cleaning it manually, you can actually do it with the Retouch4me. I'm just going to duplicate my layer by pressing Command J to duplicate my background layer. Come to filter, come to Retouch4me again, and just click on clean backdrop right here. So let's just wait for it to load. As you can see, we have two options. We have the fine depth, the medium depth, and the large depth. So just play with the two options and see the one that works for you. Alright, it has finished loading. Let's see the before and after. Take a look at the backdrop, the before and the after. The before and the after. And from here, you can just click on apply like this, okay? The before and the after. And also, if you want to remove it from some place, don't want it to affect other places, you can just add a layer mask. Once you add the layer mask, pick your normal brush tool. Make sure your foreground color is set to black, and you can just paint it out for where you don't want it to remove that effect from anywhere you don't want it. Or if you want to bring it back, switch to a white brush. Make sure your foreground color is set to white, and just paint it back to bring back that effect like that. So you have total control over the Retouch4me plugin. So let's try it on this image as well. So you can see this image, the background is looking a lot dirtier. So let's do it for this image. Also, I'll come to my filter, I'll come to my Retouch4me, and I'll click on clean backdrop right here. So let's just wait for it to load right now so you can see the before and the after. Okay, that's finished loading. Let's see the before and after. The before and the after. The before and the after. From here, you can just click on apply. Now let's zoom in and see it inside of Photoshop. See the before and after, the before and the after. You can see how good it's looking. Before and after. And you can just remove these ones with the remove tool. So just add a layer mask, pick your remove tool, and just paint on these parts still remaining and just remove them like this. It's as easy as that, and hit OK. So once you hit on OK, it's just going to remove those places right there. Now let's talk about color match. With color match, you can copy color grading from any image and paste this to your own image. So take a look at this image right here as an example. I'm going to press Command J. After duplicating my layer, so this is the color I want on this image. So I want to copy the color of this image right here. So this is my original image. Alright. So I want to hide this image right here. Once I hide this image layer, I'm going to come to the one which I duplicated. I'll come to my filter. I'll come to Retouch4me, and I'll come to color match right here. So once that color match layer open, we are going to see the reference. So I'm going to load the reference image. So I'm going to click on load reference and just look for the image which I want to copy the color from and add it to my own image. So I'm going to scroll the way down and look for that image. All right, this is the image right here. I'm going to click on open. I'm just going to copy that colors to my own image. So the before and the after. See the before and the after. Let me just make it bigger so you can see. On the right hand side, you have the luminous. So you can take the luminous up. If you want the brightness of this your reference image to affect your image, you can just take it up the way to 100, and it's going to copy the brightness of your reference image and put it to your own image. But if you want to retain the brightness or the luminosity of your own image, you can just take the luminous down to retain the original brightness of your image. While for the color, if you want the intensity of the color of your reference image to be much, you can just take the color up to 100, and just going to make your image have more of the reference image colors. Or if you don't want it like this, you can just take the color down a little bit to just add some of the colors of your reference image. So you can take it to 100, or you can just play with slider that works for you. So I think 75 works for me. Also for the smoothing how smooth you want the colors to be. So I'm going to take the smoothing up to 100%. 100% always works for me. So the before and the after. The before and the after. And I'm going to click on apply. And that's not just all you can do. You can actually create lots with the Retouch4me color match. So let's say I want to create this color as a lot. What I'm going to do, let me just release this layer and start all over again. So if I want to create a lot with that color, I want to press Command J to duplicate my background layer. Coming back to my filter, I'll come to Retouch4me, just click on color match right here. So it's just going to load that color for me. Now if I want to create a lot, all I have to do is click on export lot right here. Once I click on export lot, I'm just going to save it. So let's save this one as Retouch4me lot. Retouch4me. So I'm going to click on save. Alright, now I'm going to cancel it right here. Now if I want to apply that lot I just created to my image, all I have to do is come to my adjustment layer, click on color lookup table, click on load 3D lots, and just look for that lot which I just created. So I'll come to my download and just look for it right here. Alright, so this is it right here, retouch4me.cube, and just click on open. I'm just going to open as a lot for me. Now, the before and the after. The before and the after. And from here, you can just take the opacity down if you feel it's too much. Or if you feel it's not enough, you can just press Command J or Ctrl J to duplicate it and just reduce the opacity of the second one like that if you want to do that. So this is how you can copy color using the Retouch4me, and also how you can create lots using the Retouch4me. Now since you've watched this video up to this point, the code word for the giveaway is Retouch4me. The code word is Retouch4me. So follow Retouch4me on Instagram and comment the word Retouch4me under this post which I collaborated with Retouch4me on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram and comment the word Retouch4me under this post to qualify for the giveaway. And if you win, you're going to get 2 plugins for free. So you can choose from any of the plugins I've been explaining in this video so far, any one of your choice. So let's continue. Now let's talk about fabrics. Now if you look at this image, you can see the clothes is looking squeezed. So if you want to straighten up the clothes, you can use Retouch4me to do that. So I'm going to duplicate my layer by pressing Command J and just come to filter, come to Retouch4me and just click on fabrics right here. So that has finished loading, just take a look at the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. And you can move the blends to increase the amount or decrease the blends to reduce the amount if you feel it's too much. Now if I take it all the way to 200, it's too much right now, as you can see, the before and the after. So I'm going to take it down a little bit to about 100. Take 100 works now, the before and the after. Now if you want to see the changes you make, you can just click on this changes make right here, and you are going to see the changes you make. Also, if you want to move it from area you don't want it to affect, just click on this eraser tool right here and just paint it away from areas you don't want it to affect, like this tiger right here, or this line rather. Just paint on it to remove it from where you don't want it to affect. So you can do it like this, or once you click on apply, see the before and after inside of Photoshop, the before and after inside of Photoshop. So it's affecting some part of the background which I don't want it to affect. All you have to do is add a layer mask. Once you add the layer mask, invert this layer mask by pressing Command I or Control I. Pick your normal brush tool. Make sure your foreground color is set to white. So just paint it on where you want to reveal the effect on where you want it to be, like this. So like this, you have control over the effects. Now let's see the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. It's affecting only the clothes, only where you want it to affect. So let's talk about EyeBrilliance. So if you want to brighten up the eyes, you can also do it with the Retouch4me. So I'm going to create a stamp visible layer by pressing Command Option Shift A and come to filter, click on Retouch4me and just click on this EyeBrilliance right here. Alright, it has finished loading. So if I just zoom in, let's take a look at the eyes. See the before and the after. The before and the after. You can see it's looking bright. Now if you want to increase the amount, you can just take this blend all the way to 200 to increase the amount of the brightness on the eyes. So the before and the after. If you want to decrease it, you can just take it down to decrease the effect or the amount of the brightness on the eyes. Now you can still remove it from area you don't want it to affect from here. Remember, all you have to do is add a layer mask, invert the layer mask, pick your normal brush tool with white brush, just paint it on only where you want that effect to be. So the before and the after. The before and the after. Now let's talk about dust remover. Sometimes when you're touching an image or editing an image, if you zoom in on the close of the subject, you can see some particles or some dust on the image. So instead of removing them manually, it's going to take you time. You can actually do that in just one click using the Retouch4me. Now if I want to remove the dust on this image, all I have to do is duplicate my background layer by pressing Command J or Control J and come to filter, come to Retouch4me and just click on dust right here. Okay, it has finished loading. Let's see the before and after. Take a look at the image, the before and the after. You can see the dust are no longer there. Take a look at the close, the before and the after. Everything is gone in just one click, the before and the after. And from here, just click on apply. So once you're in Photoshop, like I said earlier, if you don't want it to affect any other part of the image, you want it to affect only where you want it to affect, just add a layer mask. Once you add the layer mask, pick a normal brush tool, invert the layer mask by pressing on Command I or Control I. You can see the dust are back. So just paint with a white brush on where you want to remove the dust from, just like that, just to remove the dust, as you can see. So just paint on anywhere there is dust and just to remove it so you don't affect where you are not supposed to affect. Okay, now take a look at the before and after. See the before and the after, the before and the after. Now let's talk about skin tone. With the Retouch4me, you can actually try and make your image to have uniform skin tone. So let's use this image right here as an example. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to duplicate my layer by pressing Command J. Once I duplicate my layer, I'm just going to remove the blemishes and do the micro and bond in just one click. So I'll come to my action and just click on Retouch4me right here. I'm just going to do it for me. Now as a bonus, if you're among the winner, I'm going to give you this my action for free so that you can actually use one click to retouch your image. Alright, so let's see the before and after, the before and the after. So much better. Now with the skin tone, let's try and even out the skin tone for this image. So I'm going to create a stamp layer by pressing on Command Option Shift E. Come to filter, come to Retouch4me and just click on skin tone right here. So let's just wait for it to load. Alright, it has finished loading. So let's zoom in so you can see the before and after. Take a look at the image, see the before and the after. The before and the after. You just try to even out the skin tone. Now with the blend, let's take the blend to 200 so that the effect is going to be more visible. Right? Now see the before and after. The before, you can see how the skin tone was, and the after. The before and the after. The before and the after. So let's hit apply and just open the image inside of Photoshop right now so you can see. Now see the before, you can see the skin tone. I don't know if you can see it from your screen, but I can see it. See the before and the after. The before and the after. I just try to even out the skin tone for us. And if you feel it's too much, you can just take it down a little bit to reduce the opacity. So come to the opacity and just take the effect down a little bit. So let me just go over everything I did so far so you can see the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. Now that plug inside the Retouch4me, which I use a lot, is the mattifier. So if you feel the highlight of your image is looking too much, all you can do is use the mattifier to reduce the highlight on your image. So to do that, just create a stamp layer by pressing your Command Option Shift A. After that, come to your filter again, click on Retouch4me and just click on mattifier right here. Now if I zoom in, let's see the before and after. Take a look at the highlights on the image. See the before and the after. The before and the after. And with the blend, you can actually increase the intensity with the blend. So if you want the effects to be much, just take the blend up to 100 and you can see the before and the after. All the highlights are gone. But if you feel the effect is too much, just take the blend down to bring back some of the highlights like that. Once you hit apply, you can just come here and see the before and after inside of Photoshop, the before and the after. If you feel the effect is too much, you can just come to your opacity and just take down the opacity a little bit like so. Or if you want to add this effect to a specific part of your image, just add a layer mask, invert the layer mask by pressing on Command I or Control I, pick your normal brush tool, make sure focal color is set to white, opacity set to 100, flow set to 100, and just paint that mattifier effect on any part of the highlights you want to reduce like that. See the before and the after. And if I want to bring back the highlight on the forehead, I can just switch to a black brush and just paint it back to bring back those highlights on the forehead, the before and the after. Now let's talk about skin mask. So let's say I want to make adjustments and I want that effect to affect only the skin. So for example, if I want to make the skin a lot brighter, I can just come to my curve tool and just take it up like this and invert this layer mask by pressing on Command I to invert and just pick my normal brush tool with white selected, just paint on the skin just to brighten it up like this. Alright, so instead of doing it like this, what I can do, I can just mask out the skin. To do that, I want to create a stamp layer by pressing on Command Option Shift E and just add a layer mask to this layer which I created. And just come to filter and come to Retouch4me and just click on skin mask right here. And just going to mask out the skin for me. So you can choose to increase the sensitivity if I want to do that, or reduce the sensitivity if I want to do that. So that this works for me. Also, under the skin, you have the option to select only the face. You can see only the face is selected. You have the option to select only the body. Now, only the body is selected. And you have the option to select all, which is going to select the skin and the body. All right. So let's select all skin and just click on apply right here. Right now, I have a mask of the skin of my subject. So if I just hold command and click on this layer mask, you can see it's just going to bring back the selection. Okay. Right now, if I want to make any adjustment to my skin tone, it's going to be really easy for me to do. Now, if I want to brighten the skin, all I have to do is just hold command and click on this mask right here. And it's going to select the skin tone for me. Then I'll come to my adjustment layer, click on my curves adjustment layer, and just take it up right now. You can see it's affecting only the skin tone. Now, if I take it down, you can see it's affecting only the skin tone. So you can do this with any adjustment, including color correction. Let's say I want to color correct this image. Instead of doing this manually, I come to my action, click on color correction, open my gradient map, just sample color from the highlight like this, from the shadow parts like this, sample one from the midtones, and sample another one from the highlights and hit OK. So instead of painting this color manually on the skin like this, what I can do, I can just click on this skin tone mask right here by holding command or control. Once I click on it, I'll come to my action, click on color correction like this. So from here, what I can do, I can just open the gradient map and sample color from the shadow like this. So sample color from the shadow, sample color from the midtones, and sample another color from the highlight like this and hit OK. Now from here, I'll select this layer mask. Right now you can see the background is selected. I'm just going to invert it so that the subject is going to be selected. So I'll press Command I or Control I. Right now you can see the skin tone of our subject is selected. So instead of painting this manually, I can just do it like this. So for me, what I can do, come back to my mood, change it from normal to color, and just take down the opacity like this. So this is how you can mask out your skin and make any adjustments to only the skin using the Retouch4me skin mask. Now let's talk about teeth whitening. So if I want to whiten the teeth of this subject, I'm going to create a stamp visible layer by pressing Command Option Shift A to create a stamp visible layer. Then come to Filter, come to Retouch4me, and just click on teeth whitening right here. So let's just wait for it to load. It has finished loading. Let's see the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. So if I zoom in, take a look at the teeth, the before and the after. The before and the after. If you feel it's too much, you can just reduce the brightness or reduce the whitening if you feel it's too much. And if you want to increase it, you can just take the whitening up to about 100 and take the brightness up to about 100. Right now, it's looking too much. So I'm going to take the whitening down a little bit and just take the brightness down a little bit like this and hit OK. So, see the before and the after. The before and the after. If you feel it's too much, you can just come to your opacity and just take the opacity down a little bit like so. Alright? The before and the after. Lastly, let's talk about eye vessels. So if I zoom in on this image, you can see those red veins on the eyes. You can actually remove it in just one click using the Retouch4me. All you have to do, after you create a background layer, come to Filter, just come to Retouch4me, just click on eye vessels right here. Once you click on eye vessels, let's just wait for it to load right now, and you're going to see it will automatically remove those red veins inside the eyes for us. So let's just wait for it to load right now so you can see the before and the after. Alright, as soon as loading, let's see the before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. And with the blend, you can control the amount of the eye vessels you want to remove. So if I take it down, it's going to remove less of the eye vessels. If I take it up, it's going to remove more of the eye vessels. From here, just click on apply. And to make sure it's affecting only where you want it to affect, just add a layer mask. Invert the layer mask by pressing Command I or Control I. Pick a normal brush tool, which your foreground color is set to white, and just paint on only where you want it to affect, just like this. And do the same thing for these other eyes, just like this. Alright, now let's see our before and after. See the before and the after. The before and the after. Now let's talk about the Retouch4me panel right here. Now with the Retouch4me panel, if you want to do everything all in one click, for example, let's say I want to remove the blemishes from this image. I want to do my micro dodge and burn. I want to do my portrait volume. I also want to do skin tone and remove the eye vessels and brighten the eyes, and also that's it. So let's say I want to retouch this image in just one click. After turning everything on like this, I'm going to create a stand visible layer by pressing on Command Option Shift A and just click on Retouch right here. And once I click on Retouch, let's just wait. It's going to automatically remove the blemishes for me, automatically do my micro retouch and bump for me, automatically remove those eye vessels, and also whiten the eyes for me all in just one click. So let's just wait for it to load. Now that it's loading, let me just quickly tell you, if you are not among the winners of the giveaway, don't feel bad, because if you use the link in the shop below of this video right now, you're going to get 30% off any purchase you make for this month. So you're going to get 30% off. Just use the link in the shop below of this video to get Retouch4me if you are not the winner. So it has finished loading. Let's see the before and after. You can see how good this image is looking already. So let me just group everything we've done so far so you can see the before and the after. So this is the before and the after. Let me hide this panel, the before and the after. So you can see we've retouched this image in just one click. If you feel the eyes is looking too white, what you can do, just come to the eyes right here. Once you come to the eyes, just take the opacity down a little bit like this to reduce the effects from the eyes. So let's see the before and after of what we've done for this image in just one click. See the before and the after. The before and the after. I hope this video was helpful and useful to you. And if you want to learn how to retouch your image using focus separation, check out this video right here. I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay creative.